15 years ago today, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills accidentally filmed a horror movie. No ghosts, no jump scares, just a psychic, an E-Cig, and a prophecy that aged like a Bravo subreddit receipt. We're going back to season 1, episode 9, The Dinner Party from Hell. Let's get into it. We open at Geoffrey's in Malibu, where Camille and Taylor are having lunch. Camille invites Taylor to a dinner party on Saturday night. She's trying to mend things with the girls after New York. Also invited is her friend Allison, the real-life psychic who inspired Medium. Camille jokes that Allison likes to drink but can get a little spicy when she's had a few. Cut to Adrienne's kitchen, where Paul is roaming around, calling out for her like a wounded parrot. Their son kneed him in the face, his nose is bruised, and Paul is milking it like he's on life support. Adrienne looks at it for 2 seconds and says, "Put some ice on it." Peak Maloof marriage B-plot. Meanwhile, Camille is working the phones like a villainous wedding planner. She calls Kim first and then Lisa, who dodges with an infamous fake answer voicemail. Finally, she calls Kyle, who happily accepts as long as she can bring a +1. Camille purrs. Of course, I have a table that seats 10. Spoiler, she's about to weaponize 3 of those seats. Next, we get the split screen of Glam prep. At Kyle's, her glam girl is doing a blowout in makeup, while baby Portia toddles around being the only innocent soul on this show. Kyle rehashes New York. She denies saying no one would care about Camille without Kelsey. I certainly wouldn't blame her if she did. Meanwhile, at Camille's, DD is helping her get ready and validating every single grievance she has. Regina George and Gretchen Wieners are all grown up. Taylor and Adrienne ride over to pick up Lisa. In another limo, Kyle, Kim, and Faye all make their way to Camille's. Can we bring back the classic limos, please? Back at Camille's, she's holding court with DD and Allison. Allison brags about putting killers away while pounding Grey Goose and very obviously locking onto Kyle. Lisa, Taylor, and Adrienne arrive first and meet Allison, who's already smirking like she knows where all the bodies and burner phones are buried. Then the Richards sisters roll up with Faye in tow. Camille announces open seating, but then immediately locks Allison and DD next to her at the head of the table. Dinner starts, and Allison drops some gems.
We're not supposed to be good. We're supposed to be really, really bad in a controlled setting.
Ma'am, the controlled part exited the premises the second you walked in. The alpha energy builds, and Camille zeroes in on Faye. Kyle politely introduces her, and then it hits Camille how she knows Faye.
Saw her naked in Playboy.
Then in a confessional, we get Housewives scripture.
The morally corrupt Faye Resnick.
Adrienne clocks that Allison is pounding these drinks like it's an Olympic sport. Allison whips out her e-cigarette at the table like she's about to sell them Herbalife. Lisa stirs the pot and asks for a reading. Allison resists, but Kyle volunteers as tribute. Allison starts soft with a little shade about Kyle being safe on husband number 2. Cute. Then she drops the nuke.
I'll never emotionally fulfill you, ever. Know that.
Silence. The table freezes. Kyle looks rattled. That prophecy sat in the Bravo vault while real life slowly caught up. Chills. The New York fight is now fully resurrected mid-course. Camille plays the wounded victim. Kyle insists Camille twisted her words and set her up in NYC. Faye accuses Camille of bringing Allison specifically to ambush Kyle. Camille and Allison deny it while literally acting like a tag team. Allison snaps at Faye.
You got 2 legs the last time we checked.
Ew.
Kim calmly tries to explain her angle on earlier drama, and that's when Taylor breaks. At this point, everyone is up from the table, circling, crying, yelling, chairs scrape, voices crack. It's less a dinner party, more a spiritual evacuation. Kyle is begging for actual closure about New York. Allison's response? She throws up double birds like a raccoon that learned sign language. Inside, Camille, Allison, and DD are cackling and doing their villain debrief. Allison is acting like she just solved the Zodiac case. They call Kyle Machiavellian and are fully convinced they're the victims. Outside, the rest of the women are decompressing decompressing about how dark and calculated Camille's psychic ambush felt. Kyle sends Kim home alone in a separate limo, furious that her sister once again didn't defend her. From this night, we're on a straight line to a future limo from hell with "You Stole My House." Which part of this episode lives rent-free in your head? Allison's E-Cig villainy, the morally corrupt Faye Resnick, or he will never emotionally fulfill, you know that?